So hello there and welcome to this new moon meditation. You're all very welcome, and we're here to gather together to support ourselves individually, but also to support and find support in a community, in a group energy. So when people gather together with a similar interest or an intention, it creates an energy that's even greater than us individually. So that being said, it's really important that you stay grounded in yourself, in your own truth, and in your own breath and expression. So just collectively, we might just all turn inwards to ourselves, find our breath through our nose, and just follow that breath in and out of your body. So often before these new moon meditations, my anxiety really gets charged up. So it takes me a few minutes to ground myself into my body and to connect into my body. So I'm also taking that time so that I can be of fuller service to you. And just using your breath to bring you back into this moment while we wait for people to join, but also we wait for our collective energy to ground. We just give ourselves time to ground. Just watching your breath, just really watching your breath as it moves in and out of your body. We can learn so much about ourselves and our state of being just by watching our breath and following our breath in and out of our body. Just coming back to your breath, which brings you back into this present moment. Beautiful. And so we're here to acknowledge and to celebrate the new moon that will be arriving shortly. 8:52 p.m. tonight in Melbourne Marine time. And the new moon gives us new opportunities, new beginnings. We get so defined by our sense of ourselves and what we usually do. And so to create change in our life, we have to really start to learn and, not even bypass, but honor our decisions and what has got us to where we are right now. There's an honoring and creating a reverence in where we are right now. And from there, then deciding what's the next step for me in this new moon. And it's not even just a new moon. We have a solar eclipse, which has been described fabulously as having a supercharged, powerful new moon that affects not only the next 2 weeks, but up until the next 6 months. So it can be a really great time to reconsider, who you are and your decisions, and you start dreaming and calling in what it is that you want for your life. And so that's a very personal thing that's just for you to decide. And what I love about the new moon is that the new moon, we can't see it. We feel it, and we have to start trusting and believing that it's there. And, in a night or two, we'll all see just the faintest light coming in. So it's exactly like, when we're creating new behaviors or new understandings, it takes time and it takes a certain amount of trust and faith. And so that's also what we, start to open up to and try to embody in our life is having faith, not giving up on ourselves. Just being really aware of not giving up on ourselves too easy, not giving up on life and the potentiality of life. And all of us collectively and individually, we're living through intense times. And within that intensity, within all intensities and, tragedy, there's an opportunity for growth. There's an opportunity for growth. There's an opportunity to broaden and to see life differently. And so that's my invitation, is to bring that into tonight's meditation. Finding your breath and your body as your anchor. And, even if it feels good for you, certainly for myself, to ground myself. Because when I see all these lovely people coming on live, my anxiety comes up again. And so my way of, meeting my anxiety is with my hand and with kindness and kind self-thought. So I turn towards myself in this vulnerability rather than bypassing it. So there's a greater ease in the group, but also an ease in me. And of course we smile at ourselves. We lighten up ourselves. We take ourselves off the hook of having to be perfect and having it all together all the time. And so with this, my invitation is to tune in, maybe coming into your heart through bringing your hands there, or maybe it's your belly. Where and what are you calling in for this time in your life? What do you call in more of? And for some of us, it can be a physical, practical item that we want. It can be, upgrading something in our lives physically. And so that could be like, just for instance, a car or a house. And my question to you is, when you find that, then ask yourself, and how will I feel? Because it's really the feelings is what we crave for. And if it's more time you're looking for, how will you feel emotionally? Will there be peace? Will there be more joy? Will there be a sense of space for you and time for you? And how will that make you feel? So that we use our minds, but really we land on the emotional energy or the feeling body to fuel us. Because thoughts, can be fairly innocent in their own way. It's the emotional energy that has the charge. It's that feminine emotional energy that has the charge. So asking yourself, turning towards yourself, coming into your heart or into your belly and asking yourself, what am I searching for? What do I want more of in my life? And if it's abundance, how will that make me feel? And breathing into that, accepting that, how will that look? If you have more self-acceptance, how will you feel? We're bringing everything down to feelings. And generally we feel softer in ourselves. And then when we feel softer, does that bring a sense of ease? So just really letting yourself come into your body, into somewhere in your body, through sensations or through the natural weight of your body, and locating what it is that you're searching for. And you don't have to limit it to one thing. It can be a collective. It can be more than one. It's up to you. What are you really looking for in your life right now, in the middle of all this turmoil and chaos that we're experiencing individually to some degree, but collectively, definitely. And then once you know what that is, once you know, okay, I'm looking for, if you're seeing into the next few weeks, the next few months, what is it that you want to manifest and call in for yourself, for your family, for your life. What is it that you're searching for? And once you find that, it's like taking a breath, another breath, and letting yourself integrate and settle into that. This is it. This is what I've been searching for. This is what I want to call in. And how do I feel now in this moment, having connected to something? And it could be just a sensation. It doesn't have to be a practical thing. It just could be a good feeling. How great is that, and how does that make me feel right now in this moment? And so then my next question, the next part of this is, what do you need more of to either maintain this feeling or to create whatever it is you're looking to manifest or calling? What do you need more of? And that could be time. It could be confidence. It could be self-belief. It would be faith. What is it that you need more of in your energy system, in your body, in your life? What are your allies that you want to call in? Could be more emotional support. What is it that you need to call in so that you can take the steps towards manifestation, towards creating this? Because it doesn't happen on its own. We set our intentions, we become vulnerable, we connect with ourselves and our deeper nature, and then we set on a path and we start responding to life and looking at life just with a bit of difference, with an expanded view, or with a different perception, or taking, as I say, calculated risks. And so when you find what it is that you need more of, then asking yourself, and what stops me from having that? What will stop me from having that? What will stop me from calling that in? Just asking yourself, this is an self-inquiry. What will stop me? And for a lot of the time, it's fear. It's fear-based at the root. Fear of the unknown, fear of other people and what they might say, fear of the consequences, fear of hurting people, fear of changing, not being the person that you thought you were. And then where in your body does fear live? Where is fear in your body? What part of your body is calling you right now in this moment? And go there. Bring your attention there, bring your hand there, so that you start to meet the fear and acknowledge the fear as being a necessary part and experience of creating change. And so fear works really subtly, but sends us into a spin through our minds, through catastrophizing the mind and the what ifs. Just seeing if you can locate your fear and connect with it. Place your hand there if that feels right for you, so you're grounding it, you're connecting to your body. You're not abandoning yourself. You're not gone into your head. And if you are, just see if you can come back down. Use your breath to reassure yourself. And of course, the mind is saying, well, what are we going to do now? And so my invitation is to start breathing in what you want more of in your life, whether that's faith, hope, peace, trust, and breathing out back into the universal energy or your surrounding energy field, the fear. So just in your own cycle of breath, just breathing in what you need more of or what you're calling in, and breathing out your fear. All the time basing it within your body, so your body gets this experience too. And even when you arrive in, sometimes it's good to land and pause. So breathe in confidence, breathe in peace, breathe in love and trust, and land it somewhere in your body. Pause, and then breathe out your fear. Release it, this level of it. I mean, we're fear-based humans, but just releasing the surface fear that's arisen right now. So that becomes your practice then of breathing in what you're looking for, what you're longing to create, those sensations, pausing and breathing out the fear, that human fear. And just repeating that for a few minutes for yourself, so you get that practice, so you can do it again tomorrow, but then collectively as a group. So we get the effects of the group consciousness, the group energy, which is so powerful. Staying with it, and really showing up for yourself, staying with your breath. I'll just do a few more rounds of inhalation and exhalation and the pausing in between. No rush, no hurry. Claiming your space and your right to take time to cultivate what it is that you want. So much of our lives, we don't have autonomy and we don't have control over what happens. And this is a beautiful practice to take back control, take back authority and autonomy, and just land in yourself, in your body, and turn towards these emotions that we can, instinctively negate or push away. Start turning towards them, acknowledging them. And with the fear, releasing it. And with whatever it is that you're calling in, bringing it in. And then at the end of the next breath cycle, just letting go of that practice, but giving yourself just a minute or two to just integrate this practice, this new energy. And my question now is, where do you want to plant this? Where do you want to plant these seeds? Do you want to bring it into your body and plant them in your heart? or in your belly? Do you want to plant them into the earth? Does that feel? Do you want to put them into the ocean? What's calling you right now? Is there a scene in nature like a mountain, the snow? Where do you want to plant them? Is there a cloud that's calling you? A planet? So many planets are activated at the moment. Is there a planet that's calling you? Is the sky calling you? Where is it that you are called to plant your precious dreams, your hopes, your energy? And give yourself permission to just do that right now in this moment. And so for those of us that feel heavy and laden down by life, it's really, useful to uplift yourself by lifting your frequency and planting upwards. And for those of us that may be unstable or ungrounded, it's really great to plant it somewhere solid. And that can be in your heart, that can be in your belly, that can be in the earth, in a tree, in the trunk of an old tree. So that's where we individually take our own paths and go off in and plant for us. Just imagine and let yourself feel that, and then again, just like before, give yourself a few moments to integrate and to let that happen. We live in such a rushed world that it's really useful to slow everything down. Take our time. And when you feel that that's complete, then coming back towards your breath, back in towards your body, so you're landing back into your own body, back into this moment, and back into the group that we've created, that by each one of us showing up, we've created a unique energy. And so, it's a beautiful habit to wish for yourself what it is that you want, to show empathy and compassion for yourself, and hope for yourself, and wish well for yourself, and then to wish it for everybody else who's showed up tonight as well. And then taking a more conscious, deeper breath, so that we're going to come back out of this meditation and stay connected to it, especially in the next 24, 48 hours. Stay connected to what came to you. If you have time, you can do a journal, you can do some drawing, some, just reflective movement, whatever it is you need to find more of you to support yourself on this next phase of your life. Because we are all collectively and individually moving somewhere, and we have the moon and the eclipse to support us. And so when you feel ready, start to bring some movement and some sensations more fully into your body. Opening your eyes if your eyes are closed. Feeling your body and noticing how you feel right now in this moment. Just taking note of what you're experiencing. So I hope that this was useful. I really hope this was useful. And please let me know how you go. Feel free to contact me and connect with me. It's been my privilege to offer this new moon meditation to yourself, to each one of you, and what you wish for yourself, I really wish for you too. In my anxiety at the beginning, I didn't even introduce myself. I realised halfway through, and I hadn't even smiled. So I'm actually quite a light-hearted person, for those of you who don't know me. But in my zest to get her and do it right, I forgot. So lovely to share this beautiful practice with you. It's certainly my privilege. And I'm so grateful to each one of you for showing and coming here and creating this lovely energy, which I hope you've had an experience of tonight. And have a beautiful new moon at 8:52. And thank you so much.